All right, mates, I'm glad you're here. We've got some cracking good findings to share. So, grab yourself a bevy and let's go. One of the most famous libraries of the ancient world, the Library of Alexandria in Egypt, was accidentally burned down by Julius Caesar during a civil war in 48 BC. It is believed that the library housed hundreds of thousands of scrolls and was a major center of scholarship until its destruction. Also known as water bears, tardigrades are bizarre microscopic organisms that can survive extreme conditions, including the vacuum of space, intense radiation, and temperatures from nearly absolute zero to over 145 degrees Celsius. Discovered in 1799, the Rosetta Stone was key to deciphering Egyptian hieroglyphs, pictures of various objects representing words. The stone contains the same text in Greek, Demotic, and hieroglyphic scripts. A shrimp's heart is in its head. The heart of a shrimp is located in its thorax, which is part of its head, rather than its chest. Mansa Musa, the 14th century emperor of the Mali Empire, is often considered one of the wealthiest individuals in history. His pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 showcased his extraordinary wealth and significantly impacted the economies of the regions he traversed. Sharks are older than trees. Yes, really. They have existed for over 400 million years, whereas the earliest trees appeared around 350 million years ago.
Chicken meat is either white or dark, depending on the amount of iron in it. The darker the meat, the more iron that part has. I prefer dark meat myself, in particular. European sources indicate that approximately 44% of the world's wine and raisins come from Europe's vines. The three largest wine-producing countries are Italy, France, and Spain, with French wine arguably being the most favored around the globe. Well, maybe you can be too careful. After what then recently happened to the Titanic, the Eastland passenger ship doubled up on lifeboats for added safety. The extra weight capsized the ship at sea and tragically, 844 people died. It's been said that sloths occasionally mistake their arms for tree branches, leading to potentially fatal falls. Really? With that, I'll just say it's a good thing that we as humans don't usually mistake our fingers for food. The famous composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart wrote the overture to his opera Don Giovanni on the morning of the concert while having a hangover from drinking too much with friends the night before. I wonder what it would have sounded like without his hangover. If a female ferret doesn't mate soon after it goes into heat, it may die from aplastic anemia due to excessive and persistent production of the hormone estrogen. High doses of estrogen over time will suppress bone marrow function.
Cleopatra lived nearer to the invention of the iPhone than the building of the Great Pyramids of Egypt. Cleopatra was born in 69 BC. The Great Pyramid for Khufu was built around 2500 BC. How about this for an evolutionary win? The stomach acid of a vulture is so highly acidic that it can kill the rabies virus and almost any bacteria. This is why they can eat virtually any rotting food without ill consequences. There is a vast difference between a million and a billion. Want a simple way to visualize it? A million seconds will last about 11 days. A billion seconds will last about 32 years. Pretty wicked, huh? Emma Marano of Italy was the last documented and verified person to die that was born in the 1800s. She lived from November 29, 1899 to April 15, 2017. That bizarre indentation on the bottom of wine bottles is called a punt. This makes the wine bottle stronger when pressure is applied when the cork is inserted. Having lived in the United States myself for a spell, I understand why animal shelters are always the busiest on July the 5th. It's because many pets run away from home out of fear of the July 4th Independence Day firework explosions. Poor pooches. Those were brilliant. Don't you agree? We love the work it takes to get these sorted for you. Do us a favor and like this video and share it with a friend. Cheers.